Sheree Nielsen, and welcome to Kindness in the Home. We have an activity for you today where we're going to teach you something that can help your family feel a little more understanding. So, what you do is you pick a cookie recipe, one that is going to be able to be flavored differently. So, I have these protein bars that I make that are based off a chocolate chip recipe, and I just make the base without the chocolate chips in it, without the vanilla in it. You know, your butter, flour, salt, baking soda, eggs. You make that base, and for us, I guess we put in the protein powder. And so then, what you do is you take that base and you kind of make a lot. It just depends on if your family's small, then maybe a regular batch will be fine. For our family, we have the ones that participated. We did leave out the baby as far as making this activity. So I have the 4 old enough kids to have this make sense and help them understand a little bit more about each other. So put the bowl in the center of the table, and then I just put as many flavors as I could out. So we had maple and vanilla and clove and cinnamon and nutmeg and peppermint and chocolate chips and carob and like chocolate powder instead of chocolate chips, and there are other kinds of flavors that you could use. Like if you're into candy, you could be putting different types of candy in it. You could be putting different types of nuts. We had nuts, actually. We had walnuts. And so you can put all of those things that, maybe even just ask them. I just kind of put together what I had. And then you let them choose. They each have their own bowl. You dish out, equal amounts into each bowl, and then you let them choose what to put in, how to flavor their own cookie. And so, you had one child who put in a lot of maple flavoring because he didn't know it came out fast, and I happened to not be there at the moment, and he put that and chocolate chips and vanilla as well. So his came out quite dark, but he loved it. And then we had some that did just chocolate chips; they didn't want anything else. And then some that added the vanilla and the chocolate chips and the walnuts, and then some that added, for all my kids, they all had to have chocolate chips. So then the other one just added chocolate chips, the vanilla, and she might have been the one that just stopped there. If she chose cinnamon, I think one of them chose cinnamon. Either way, they were all different. And, once they got mixed in well enough, because it took a little while, and, you might have to adjust your ingredients depending on if you have, a drier ingredient with, say, the cocoa powder. If they wanted to actually add powder, then you might need to add a little bit of applesauce or pumpkin or something to just help it. And then we put them in our cookie sheet because we make them into protein cookie bars so that we can take them out and flatten them out into a cookie sheet this time. This takes a while. And while we are doing that, really other people were still busy while I was able to do each kid's. And so then we talked about how each of us has a different personality. Each of us has different strengths and weaknesses that we bring to the family. And from the very beginning, here's the key. From the very beginning, I told them, these cookies are special. These cookies, you're going to get to choose the flavor, but you do not get to choose who gets to eat any of these cookies. Everybody and anybody gets to have any of the cookies they want. They, if my son had his cookies and they came out of the oven and he's so excited about them because they're his flavor, if his sister wants one, they're just as if I had made them, kind of a thing. And so he has no say. All he did was choose the flavors that went into them. And so from the beginning, and I went over it many times, because for my kids, if they got to choose anything about it, they think it's theirs forever. And so they, as they're going into the oven, then I talk to them and I say, we all bring these different flavors to our family, where some of us have a lot more of this dark look, this dark flavor, and some of us just want it to be plain. You know, chocolate chips, that's fine, nothing else. Some of us like a little bit of crunchiness in the nuts, and some of us like to have the spices coming out. And so we're all a little different. And the thing is, just because we're in a family, those flavors are going to be felt and tasted by everybody. Everybody's going to get to experience them at some level, and it's not your choice whether or not they are influenced by you, because you, being your own person, are going to have that flavor added to the family just by your being around, and it's lovely, and it's something to see as coming together, because they all taste good. They all brought a fun thing for us to do, and we get to feel connected and also understand that each of us have our differences. Each of us have different flavor that we bring to our family, and it's okay. Life is going to dish us what it will, and we will be on our own path to return to our Heavenly Father, or whatever status that we feel most comfortable in. We all have our different flavors that will be influencing everyone in the family, and it's okay.